everyone, it is Susie again, and we are still on this alpha challenge. So this time around the letters are D and V, and we're going to be using distress inks, do a little decoupage, use a little vellum and some vine. So let's get started. I'll look at the clock and see where we're at. All right, so let's do it. Okay, so let's start with the vellum and the vine. So I had a little glassine bag. I actually got these off of Wish. Sometimes it's hard to see exactly what you're getting, you know, when you do that order off there, but this here is like it says it's alphabet. Not sure why it's called that. But anyway, they're little vellum pieces is what they are. And I thought it would be kind of cute to slip them in a glassine bag, kind of centered. And you may have to even just put a dash of glue on there. What I'm doing is just trying to make a little embellishment for a journal, spring journal. So if I put a little glue on that, back of that, and just try to straighten it up and center it. Okay, kind of like so. May want to come up a little bit. And all I did was I actually put the, oh, I've got that upside down. Huh. That would have been fun. Okay, so what I really want to do is just get that centered in there. And I actually just closed the little flap. I just kind of stuck it in there. What I'm going to do is I'm going to actually stitch around that and catch that, so it's actually in the bag. So I'm going to do that real quick. Alright, so I got that stitched around. And if you had a photo, it would be really cute. You know, something with a lot of brightness coming through that. So let's, and it really probably needed to be just a little bit bigger of a piece where I could have stitched it all the way around, actually the closer to the edge of the bag, but okay, but this will give you an idea. So I've got that just sewed in that glassine, and I thought it would be fun to add a little vine, and it would even be cute, and I don't have anything right here, but it would be cute for some kind of little flower, or maybe even put a little flower in her hand. Wouldn't that be cute? And you know, I probably have, if I look, this one's kind of cream here. You won't be able to see her hand. It'll have to be a little flower, because you can see her hand. Oh, wouldn't that be cute? Now just digging, that's really the, there's a little blue flower, but I think it had to probably be white. But you can see her hand through the glassine there. Okay, so I'm just going to go with the, I was trying to find one with a little more color. There's a pink one. It's a little fat though. Okay, so I'm just going to go with the little white wallflower. So, just take a little glue, and this reptile glue works really, really well on the vellum. I've never had any trouble with that. And it doesn't leave that gloss like the Fabri-Tac does. So, okay, so what if we put the little vine, and I'm going to cover up where it says flower. I'm going to have to go a little further up. Okay. Alright, so let's get the little vine here. And then we'll just attach that little flower in her hand where it looks like she's kind of holding it. I like that. Instead of that other flower, this would be even cuter. Okay, so we got that. And then you could always attach a word or something, but that's kind of cute. You can see her hand in there. You can see the flower in a world. that's kind of fun. And you could put a little vintage button, or you could add a little sequins or your little gems or something to look like flowers on that vine. Okay, so there's that. I like that. But that would make a great little embellishment for your journal. Okay, so next we're going to do a little oh, this is one of those, this is a vintage file card that goes in one of those 4x6 file boxes. And I don't know, I'm just going to do a little bit of a collage maybe. And I'm going to use some of the Distress inks. Let's see, do I want to, he's a little tall. I might have to go this way with it. Yeah, I'm going to have to go that way with it. So what I want to do is just ink up a little bit here. I usually try to have that already done so that it's not quite so taking up any of the time. Okay, and just, you know, kind of wrinkle it and make it look a little more. It was already coffee stained anyway, but just try to make it a little more vintage looking there. Let's just grunge it up a bit. All right. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead, and I'm not going to put that down real, I want it to kind of prop up a little bit. I don't want it to just be real stuck down. I don't want it to be stuck flat, I guess is what I'm saying. So let's see, I think I'm going to go this way. Alright, so let's just kind of put that down. Alright, let's kind of put him here, and I had a little bit of cardboard, so it wouldn't be a huge deal if I couldn't find the cardboard there, corrugated board. So I'm just going to kind of grunge it up a little as well. Okay. Alright, and I think because I kind of want him standing. Let's see, it's got to go that way. Do I want it there? Do I want it kind of... Okay. See, I think I'm going to kind of do that with it. Maybe even have him to the edge. And then I want to add, what do I want to add? I might want to add a vintage piece of number here. I've been just using these vintage flash cards to kind of use the numbers on them. Just grunge it up a bit, make it just look a little more aged. And then I might I'm not sure about that. Just not sure. Let's put that there. I don't want a whole lot going on, but I want to be able to use my inks. Okay, so I think I'm good with that. So what I'm doing is just putting a little bit of glue actually on those ridges, since they're kind of popped up a little bit. That's where the glue is going. Okay, just add a little bit of glue there. I'm going to add my number. Now I do want to do just a hair of stitching on here. I do believe it's going to need a little bit of stitching on it. I'm going to put him like somewhere there. So Alright, so I think I'm going to stitch around this and maybe put a stitch down that. That's what I'm thinking. Okay, so what I did is I put the vine stitching on that. Alright. So, now we need to get him on here. Maybe something like that. Now, the distress inks, I watched a video, because I actually just made a journal not too long ago, where I was inspired by a article in the Somerset studio. And I had just watched a video with Sagita Coffee Stains. She's got an out of nowhere little series going on, and I actually had watched her video, and she was showing how she used a little bit of the distress ink. So that's kind of where I came up with the idea to use the distress ink, because I just used it in a journal. So just for that little pop of color is what it is. Alright, so I'm going to add a little more. I think I want a little bit of something here, so I'm going to add that. Alright, so now I'm going to use the distress ink. Let's see, I've got about 10, like I said, I'm getting down, maybe 15 minutes here. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to start out with some little bit of hickory smoke. And this is kind of how she showed that she was just kind of, you know, adding a little bit of color to her journal cover, actually, is what it was. And so that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to add a little bit of color. And these are the distress stains. I said inks, but distress stain. And then I'm going to use a little walnut. That was hickory smoke. And then this is just going to be a little bit of the walnut. And I'm just kind of daubing it around. Is what I'm doing. Let's see. And I may want a little bit right there. So let's just do a little daub there. And then I'll get a little bit of my hickory smoke back out. I'll just add a little bit. Okay. Okay, so let's use a little bit of this rusty hint, and this just adds that little pop, little pop of color there. And what I do is I just kind of run it just everywhere that my other distress ink is. Okay. I just love it. I love that little pop of orange, and I may even kind of run it there on that corner. Let's see, I think I'll use a little bit of the smoky color there. Oops. All right. I've had these stains, I mean, just forever. Forever and ever. Okay, so there's our little tag. I really like that. And that little pop of color, I just love it. I just love it. So, and that's a pretty quick, easy tag. Alright, so I'm getting down on time here, so I wanted to make a little vellum envelope. See, I'm probably going to have to flip this over just because I got that little distress ink there. So I want to make just this little, like a little envelope. And what I'm going to do is, I've seen something like this. I don't know if it was Pinterest or where it was. But this is just an easy little envelope. And all I'm doing is just kind of eyeballing it. Nothing has to be just perfect in this. You're just making a little envelope. And just a journaling envelope. It's not even going to be closed. So, I mean, it's just going to be look like an envelope to journal on. So I'm not cutting any of this out, because when you open it up, you could journal or whatever you wanted. What I would use is I have a piece of vellum here. I think I'm not sure what it even is. I think it was thrown in a freebie gift one time when I ordered something. So I couldn't tell you what the company is that made the vellum. But I'm thinking about just decorating the very front of this faux envelope. So yeah. So I'm going to use that. And then I have a little bit of rice paper. Now this is Stamperia. I've had it for quite a while. It's got the birds on it. And I'm thinking I'm going to decoupage with the birds here. And I'm just about out of time, so. Alright. So, I am going to use this Prima Soft Matte Gel. I haven't had it very long, but I really, really like it. Really like it. So let me get a pair of scissors here. I think I'm going to, well, you know what? The birds are going to be awful big. I might just have to use a little bit of flour or something here is what I may end up having to do. Because the bird is going to be a little bit too. So what I'm going to do is kind of just cut around that a little bit. And maybe just put it on the edge of it. Okay, I like that. So I'm going to rip because I don't want it to look perfect at all. I want it to just kind of, look soft around the edges. Whoops, I'm going to have to tear a little more. I'm going to have to tear across the bottom here. Yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and just and like I said, I really like this Prima here, this soft gel medium. I really, really like it. Okay, so I've got that, and I'm going to just get something to lift this up. Alright, that's going to really look cute. Okay, so let's just there we go. I'm trying to figure out which way it goes. Kind of throwing me for a loop after yeah. Alright, so I really like that. That looks nice. Yeah, that just gives it a little fun color there. Alright, so let me peel that back a little bit. I've got Distress ink, I've got glue. I am making a big mess. Okay, so now I want to actually put this on the front of that little faux envelope. It's actually just a journaling space is what it is. So I'm just going to add a little bit more of that matte gel here. That's what I'm going to use to kind of adhere that down with. Okay. Oops, if I can get it slid. Yeah. Okay, let's try to get it down before it curls up on me. I may not be able to use that on this. Okay. That's just part of... Okay, so I know the vellum is not going to hold that gel medium, so... Alright, so what I'll be doing is using a little glue here. Looks like it's going to hold the center. I don't know why it won't hold the edges, but it's okay. Just part of, as you all know, that's just part of creating things. Sometimes things just don't go like you plan. So yeah, that vellum does not want to stick down at all. It does not want to stick down at all. Okay. All right, making a little progress here. Making a little progress. All right. It's starting to cooperate a little bit. All right. And I am going to put just a little bit of that medium over the flower. Just a little bit, just so that it doesn't come apart. Yeah, that is pretty rice paper. Very, very pretty. All right, so I think I'm out of time. Pretty sure I'm out of time here. So anyway, so when you fold this up, this will be your faux envelope. And it'd be cute if you had a little wax seal or just something you could stick that down with, or maybe even put something here, a circle or something where you just put the flap in there. But that would be a really pretty faux envelope for your journal. All right, guys, so this is the 3 in 30. And then next time the letters will be, they will be F and, E and U. E and U will be our letters next time. And I do not know what I will be doing for E and U. I'll have to give it some thought. Our 3 in 30, we got our decoupaged vellum envelope. We've got our little distress stained tag, and we've got this cute little glassine with a little vellum. And you know what, that flower would have been cute there too. I never even thought about it, but that flower would have been really cute right there. Anyway, our little embellishment there. So have a great day, guys, and I'll catch you in the next video.